Hello, hello, James Brewster. Scoot back a bit so my head's not being cut off. Where's my brain? Anyway, so we're going to talk about the subconscious and how that relates to mindset and what you can do to change what's in your subconscious and what's in your mindset and use that to go after new avenues, new opportunities, and to advance yourself in life. But first, I'm going to tell a little story. Let's go with this one. So you are driving your old beater car and you decide for whatever reason you need a new car. And so you go to the dealership, and whether you've saved up, you're going to use credit, money's fallen out of the sky in front of you, and the dealership doesn't think you've obtained it through ill-gotten gains, you decide you're going to buy a brand new red Corvette. And so you sit in it, you're smelling that new car smell, you're feeling awesome, you put the key in, you turn it, you rev it up, you start pulling it out, and you start driving the red Corvette home. Now, what happens? Now, any of you who have ever purchased a new or used car, the moment that you're driving that car around, what happens? You are seeing every other red Corvette that happens to be out on the road. Now, you know that the moment you bought your red Corvette, it's not like 50 other people in the city decided, hey, let's buy a red Corvette too. And now you're seeing all of them. It's just that because you're in the red Corvette, you're in that car, that's at the forefront of your mind, and you now notice every single car that either is yours, even kind of looks like yours. You are noticing it now because it's at the forefront of your mind. Now, let's carry that forward with another example. You've been watching me, or maybe you've been multitasking. I'm in the background and you're doing whatever, and you're focusing on what you're doing, or you're just focusing on me. And that's what's happening. But if you're inside, you've forgotten about the hum or the whine of your computer fans. You're not noticing the buzz of your fridge or the noise coming out of your air purifier, the clunk or the revving up or revving down of your furnace, the buzz of the fluorescent lights if you're at work. You're not noticing, if you're outside, the cars in the distance, the honking, the zoom of the traffic, the wind rustling through the trees, or the kids playing in the background, or the people clunking and bumping next door or above you or whatever. But you are now, and you're going to be annoyed at it until you can forget about it again. You're welcome. Why did I just do that to you? Well, I have just played a trick on something that's inside of you called the reticular activation system. Now, I'm just going to call it the RAS, or I'm going to put everyone to sleep, including me. The RAS is the thing that's in your brain that's automatically filtering out all the extra stimuli or influences. It filters out all the stuff that you're being bombarded with every second and enables you to focus on the things that matter. I mean, you're driving around in your car rattles and thunks all the time. Your reticular activation system, knowing that it isn't important, tunes it out. Your RAS forces it to the background so that you can actually concentrate on the cars around you and you don't crash. And the RAS, essentially, it's what keeps all of us from going insane with all the stuff that's going on around us. So why did I just go into that? Well, the RAS is programmed by what's in the subconscious. So whatever is rattling around in your brain, whatever you're focusing on, whatever is in your subconscious, is what your RAS will either let into your conscious mind or will tune out completely. So for going back to our original example, if the moment you have that red Corvette, you're proud of the red Corvette, you're smelling the red Corvette, you post pictures of it on Facebook and Instagram and say, hey, look at my red Corvette. It's always in your mind. It's in your subconscious because you think it's awesome. Guess what? That's burned into your subconscious, which of course that carries forward to your RAS. Your RAS is now letting all the red Corvettes that are zooming out there in the world into your brain, and now you're noticing all of them. So that's where mindset comes into play, because whatever is in your subconscious, whatever you're programming your subconscious with, is what you will recognize, either opportunities, or maybe you're recognizing them or ignoring them depending on what your subconscious has been programmed with. Let me give you a quick example of that. You're walking down the street, you pass a block party or a gathering of neighbors, and they're all fussing because my dog just poops everywhere. He poops on the front and he poops in the back, he poops in random places. I've got to clean it up. It's mixed in with the leaves, it's nasty. The kids drag it into the house by accident, and you see 10 different people fussing about poop. You can tell I'm a parent. But one person would just walk past that and say, ew, they're talking about poop, I'm just gonna go off and do my own thing. But the person who's been training him or herself to look for business opportunities and who hears 10 or 15 people complain about poop might think, they're all complaining about poop. They don't want to pick up poop. I bet there are other people around who don't want to pick up poop. Maybe that's a business opportunity. I could do it because no one else wants to, and I could charge people for it. So same stimuli that are bombarding two different people, but the RAS on one person filters it out and says, that's gross, let's do something else. The RAS on the other person that's looking for business opportunities sees that and says, I bet I could make some money off of that. So that's why mindset, the RAS, and the subconscious are important. What you program yourself with is what the RAS filters in or filters out, and what you program yourself with determines whether or not you're going to see it in real life and see opportunities that you can go after. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, I'm kind of sold on this. This sounds kind of weird, but okay, I'll bite. I'll give you a shot. So how do I reprogram or start the process of reprogramming the subconscious? That is an awesome question, one that I'm going to get to in a future video. So this is actually going to be a 3-part video series on mindset and how you start the process of reprogramming your mind. This was just the stuff to tell you why it's important and why it matters. So we're going to cover 2 future videos. One will be, number 1, how do you remove all the stuff that's hindering you in the first place, or start that process? And 2, great, once you dump stuff out, how do you put stuff in? How do you reprogram yourself so that you can start focusing on new goals, new dreams? How do you start reprogramming yourself so that you can start to go after those things that you've always been wanting to go after? So that'll be coming up soon, and we'll get to that shortly. So comment down below, ask any questions that you have on this, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you all soon.